Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope that you're all doing well. We're here with a timeless reading. All right, first card that we have out is Nine of Swords. I'm seeing the moon on the bottom of the deck. It can be something that you're worrying about here, something that you're feeling stressed out about, something that you can't get off your mind. I'm seeing Hermit. Something to help could be figuring out what you need to do to sort of like ease your mind within this situation. Looks like you're trying to figure something out. There can be something going on with you where you feel like something is happening mental health wise with you right now. So I'm seeing you try to figure that out. Like something could be maybe distressing to you. There could be like fear, worry, anxiety. I don't know if it's like a particular thing or if you like, is this in general? Do you know what this is about? But I'm seeing you trying to figure something out about this. About something that appears to be like distressing you in some way. Looking for answers about that. So something is bothering you. You're looking for answers. I'm seeing Three of Cups over here. So there could be something socially going on that's attached to this. Could be plans that are attached to this, could be a social situation that's attached to this, can be something that you feel like is required of you socially. That can also be something. It has to do with your energy and where it's going, something socially. But you could feel like, hey, I really need to pay attention to what's going on in my mental health right now. And then also you can feel like you're being expected to like socialize in some way. And you're like, how do I do both of these things when I feel like I'm not necessarily in the place to be socializing because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me and why I'm like, it feels like distress the way that I'm seeing this Nine of Swords. Like something is really getting to you to the point where I don't think that you can ignore this anymore. Like it feels like it's really, really bothering you. And I'm seeing you too, it feels like you have concern for yourself over this with what it is, where you're like really trying to figure this out. It feels like an anomaly for some reason. I don't know why. Like, why is it so hard to figure out like what is distressing you? Like, have you not figured that out yet? Because like, why is Hermit here? Meaning, why do you feel like you need to look so closely into this? Like, what exactly are you trying to find out about this? So maybe you feel like something is really getting to me, but I don't know like what it is or why or what's causing it. So maybe you feel like you're dealing with symptoms and you're trying to figure out the cause of it. Of like, I'm not feeling great mentally. I'm trying to get to the bottom of where this is coming from. And it does feel like there's some type of social pressure that's attached to this. So yeah, I'm seeing you try to find answers about this. So it may be something going on that doesn't feel obvious to you. I'm seeing Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, your energy is super, super anxious. Having both of these, okay. You have these over here, right? What's coming down beneath this, meaning like what is attached to this, is an Eight of Swords too. So this is like, I'm really not in a good place. You see this person, they're like really, really struggling. so stuck in one's head that it's like nothing else exists except for this thing that I'm experiencing right now, like a whirlwind. And then this is like, and I don't know how to get out of it. So this is somebody feeling super, super stuck in their head, trying to figure something out here. In the maze of the mind is what this looks like. But having Eight of Swords come out can be, I'm not seeing a way out of this. And then having Five of Pentacles over here can feel like limited by that. So maybe you feel like you're in a situation where there's no way out of, and that's why you're feeling this way. I'm not saying that there's no way out of this, but that's what you may be telling yourself right now, and it may be having you feel like, I really don't like this, and now I'm just stuck dealing with this, and there's no way out of it. So you feel like you're being like forced into having some type of experience that like you're actually, it's so ironic, this whole thing. I don't think that it needs to be this way, and I don't think that you have to experience this. However, you may be telling yourself that you have to experience this, and that's what's like making you have to experience this. It's like you're the one that's writing out the scene. Like you're the one that's writing out the scene, and you're like, so right now you're gonna be suffering really badly, and it's inescapable. You can't get out of it. And then, so you're out here playing out this scene, right? Like, this is inescapable. I can't get out of this. And now I'm like suffering and I'm really stuck here. It's like, it's really all going according to plan, actually, like as it was written by you. So what are you not seeing? The light? Is something coming to light now? Are you realizing something? Feels like recognizing. This can be like, now I'm understanding why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. Eight of Swords can be, I'm stuck and I don't know how to get out of this, especially mentally. So you can find yourself in a maze and be like, I have no idea how to break myself out of this. The sun is going to come through and tell you how to break out of that. So it's about bringing that type of energy. I'm hearing engine. It's sort of like this is going to be the thing to solve the code. Like, I'm seeing there even be a realization here that feels really empowering because we have the sun here. So it means that this can be shedding light on something that wasn't being seen before. So it feels like, yeah, like you're freeing yourself now. Which is very interesting because you go from Nine of Swords, which can be like the darkest of the darkest nights, and then to have the sun be connected with this, that's like the happiest of the happiest days. So this feels like a wild polarity between, like, I am in the darkest corner over here and I can't see anything outside of this, to then the sun coming out, which is about like vitality and fun and laughing and optimism and that sort of thing, and power and enjoying something. So you go from like really suffering mentally to then the sun coming out. So it feels like things are okay then. You may have to turn something down because you feel like it's not aligned with how you want to take care of yourself. You may be turning something down socially because you feel like that doesn't mean that you're never going to hang out with nobody ever again. It looks like you're in a space where you're like, oh, like this means that I just need to take some time to do self-care. Like I need stuff that's for myself right now. So somebody may be wanting to like hang out with you. I feel like, let me use an example. Let's say that you get like a call on your phone, okay? And you're looking at the call on your phone and there's this part of you that's like, oh, like I don't want to answer. I'm not really in the mood right now to be having some type of social engagement. And then it's like you're thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and then you're getting really upset, like I don't want to talk to them right now, and it's becoming this whole thing. And then it's like within that you're realizing that like no, you don't have to, and also too it's telling you you're not in the space to be doing that right now, and that you have a choice, and it doesn't need to mean anything else. It's like you don't feel like playing that way right now. Everything that's coming up for you, anything that's coming up as an invitation to interact, you get to either take that invitation and play with it or decline anything that's coming up within your environment. So again, anything that's popping up, you ask yourself, sometimes we don't even realize that we have the option of like, oh, I don't have to do that, or oh, I can do that if I want to. Anything that's coming up, whether this be a thought or a text message or a conversation or a letter in the mail that you get to choose whether you like invite yourself to do that and invite that energy in, or you decline it. And I'm seeing you look at something and be like maybe on another day that would be something fun, but right now I'm not feeling into that, and I feel like I need to prioritize myself right now. And that's the way that I'm balancing my social life with myself and what I need. Because I'm not even going to be able to show up and give anything if I feel like I have nothing to give myself. I'm seeing Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And Six of Pentacles is like you need to have a full cup in order to be able to give any of that out in a way where there's going to be something sustainable. So yeah, maybe there's something that right now you're turning down because you feel like you need to focus on yourself. Like you need to prioritize me time right now, or like self-care. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But maybe some of you, you're struggling like at first being like thinking that there's something wrong with that. Like, because it's an invitation, I have to say yes to it when you don't. It's about paying attention to how it is that you're feeling and then doing your answer based off of that, which now allows things to come together. So maybe, okay, you're going through something over here. I'm seeing you have been feeling a little bit stressed out, we can say, maybe more than that, trying to figure out why. Social engagement, something of the sort, and you trying to figure something out about it. Why you're feeling anxious, understanding now you just don't want to do it. It's not resonating with you right now. That doesn't mean it's not going to resonate with you in a couple hours or tomorrow or maybe next week. It's just right now. And all you can do is be present with where you are right now. You feel like you need to prioritize yourself, and that's not doing whatever this is or going wherever that is. Because you feel like you need to give to yourself currently. I think too that this is a part of yourself that like why you would have this major of a response to what's going on is because maybe you had been putting your self-care on the back burner, and now it's coming up in a way that's very what is the word? It's like inflammation, energetic inflammation that's coming up as a form of distress and anxiety. And it needs to be that severe to be like, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. I need self-care here, and I need you to pay attention to it. Because before, there could have been times when you're like not up to something and forcing yourself to do it anyway, like forcing yourself to go, forcing yourself to socialize, like forcing yourself to do this or do that, when it's like, really, you need to stay at home and take care of yourself. Just an example of whatever this is that you need to do for yourself. But before you ignore it, so it's like, now it's getting bad enough that you can't ignore this, and that's why it's coming up so heavily energetically. It's why you're having such a big response to this. So just know that in the future, it's not going to have to be this big of a response if you're paying attention to it, but it's like not paying attention when the response is this big, not paying attention to when the response is this big, not paying attention when the response is this big. But then it's like, when it's like this, you have no other choice than to be like, something is really wrong here. What's wrong? What's wrong? And it's just that something's coming through that's not aligning with you. You may have forced yourself into doing it anyway. This is your sign, hey, today is not the day. And that's how you're going to manage the anxiety that you're experiencing. So this is how you unstick yourself. And that's that. So that's really all it was. It's just yourself saying, hey, I need you to pay attention to me. This is going to subside, you'll find. I'm seeing strong Virgo energy here. All right, guys, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.